Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here finally back with more of the LCR Indycar series. Yes, I know it's been a bit of a while since the last video from this series, but today we're here back with round 8 of the season. Just 3 races to go. The last 2 should be coming up very soon after this video as well, so obviously if you are new around here, make sure you do get yourself subscribed as well. A big thank you once again for over 400 subs now. Obviously the next aim is to try and hit 500. But at the final corner then here at the Nurburgring, obviously it was a brilliant race last season. Hopefully we can see the same sort of luck here today as well. Once again, actually, it's myself and Joe on the front row there. Jork and Apex just behind us as we get ready on the grid. Then it's going to be lights out and away we go. They're off to a nice clean start as we head down in towards the first corner here, and you can see Joe even is going to try and look up the inside in towards that first turn, but can't quite make the move work as we head through the first couple of corners here. Now the big thing heading into this this week's race was actually going to be tyre strategy. Now I personally was going to try to do the one stop, 13 laps, and then obviously pit and then go 13 laps to the end of the race. Now that was going to be tight for me, but didn't think it was going to be impossible by any stretch of the imagination. Now obviously as Joe, Jordan and I, we're all sort of in the same team as obviously representing Tempest Motorsport as well. We'd sort of spoke about this before the race, and generally speaking, their guys' tyre wear is normally a little bit better than my own. So I honestly thought, they were saying in our Discord that it was going to be impossible. There was just no way either of them could get the one stop to work here. So I was very confused. I was a little bit skeptical. Maybe they were just trying something a little bit cheeky to see if they could try and get me to do a 2-stop when I, was trying to do the 1-stop, and perhaps they were just going to do the 1-stop with ease and romp away. So I was sort of being, it was a difficult balance. We were just trying to be quick but careful, make sure we get the tyres lasting, but also make sure, if they are able to do the 1-stop as well, that we're at least close enough so at least we can try and come back at them in the second stint of the races. See, over the first few laps though, the gap to Joe just behind us holding pretty stable there as we already get ourselves back down into the 136s here. A pretty decent lap. We'll probably see us just about get 35 if we absolutely nailed it there. But yeah, just trying to hold the gap nice and level here as we get towards the end of lap 9, already about a third of the way through this race there. And you sort of expect lap 9, lap 10, if you're going to be 2-stopping, as to be where you'd pit there, as we just run wide and clip the gravel out of the S's there. So that's going to allow Joe to have a look up the inside in towards the final few corners of the lap here, down in towards the final chicane there. So now it was game on to try and get back around him, obviously if, of course, he was still trying to do this one-stop strategy as we head out of the final corner, or sorry, in towards the final corner of the lap there. Just trying to stick close. You can see those are the little moments where we lose a little bit of time trying to keep the tyres in a good nick, but so far, we had kept the percentages nice and clean, nice and low as well there. But it was actually probably going to be the second stint of the race. It was going to be a little bit more difficult, obviously, where we'd done the formation lap on this first stint here. 1 lap later though, still trying to sit close to the back of Joe, like I said, just in case he was trying to pull off this one-stop strategy. But as we head in towards the final corner, Joe is actually going to peel into the pit lane here, and there was no way he was going to be able to do 16 laps on a single set of tyres there. So that was official confirmation that, of course, he was going to be doing the 2-stop in this racer, as we've already picked up 2% of engine damage there. Jork and Apex both diving in as well there. So really, yeah, for us, I was incredibly surprised by that. I genuinely thought everyone will be able to pull off the 1-stop here. As you can see, heading in towards the final chicane of lap 13. Our tyres very much reached the end of their usable life. They probably died about halfway around the lap there or thereabouts as we head down into the pit lane. So there was no doubt about it. Joe was going to get the undercut on us. It looks like Ben has been able to stay out a little bit longer as well there. He's on a wheel, so he normally can go a whole lot further than us in these races there. So Ben moves out in front of us. We're going to be out very close to Jordan though, as we head down in towards the first corner there. Make sure we just stop it nice and tidily on cold rubber. Try to put some temperature into the rears here. You can hear the traction control trying to just work overtime there to make sure we get the power down. And you can see 1 lap later though, Ben is into the pit lane as well, so he was only able to go 1 lap further on his wheel there. But yeah, that really meant for us, as long as we didn't make any stupid mistakes, as long as we just kept it calm, kept it clean, kept it tidy in the second half as well here, we should obviously, unless Jordan finds Joe even finds a load of pace in the second half of this race, we should be fairly good to the end of this one. See, end of lap 17, Joe, I keep getting them muddled up. Joe dives into the pit lane for his second and last stop of the day there. As you see, we're already starting to lift and coast in towards the corners, just try and take as little rubber as we can out of the tyres. They're actually setting a 135 on that lap as well, though. As we head on to the final lap, though, of this race, you can see we've got about 2,500 feet now over Joe behind us there. Jordan a little bit further back in a very, very tight battle with LCR Apex as well. Obviously, Jordan's still our teammate here, and we are getting close to wrapping up the Constructors' Championship as well, obviously, as long as we keep it nice and tidy in the final races of the season there. But through this Michael Schumacher S for the final time in this race. It's been a very, very weird one. Like I said, it sort of felt like a bit the opposite of normal here. Normally, these guys' tyres last a whole lot better than my own there. But this time round, I don't know if it was just the setup changes being made, you know, sort of the difference in sort of driving style, everything like that. But this time around, yeah, it really worked well for us and had gone in our favour here. As we head in towards the final chicane of this race, so it looks like it is going to be, on paper, well, it looks like a fairly textbook race victory, but obviously for those of you that have watched this video, you'll know it wasn't quite that simple at the end of the day there. But through the final corner, though, down towards the finish line, we are going to pull away once again in the Drivers' World Championship, and it is going to be another win here, obviously rewriting the wrongs of last week from Silverstone with that disconnect there. And yeah, 1:35.8 does mean we also get the fastest lap bonus point as well, though, which does now mean the Tangerine Dream, myself and Jordan, are officially teams champions as well. So very, very happy with that. And we could also wrap up the Drivers' Championship with just second place next week, obviously, if Joe wins as well. So yeah, hopefully we can try and, you know, finish off the road series with another dub. But thank you all so much for watching this video nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed. And yeah, we will be back very, very soon with round 9, the final road race of the season. We head to Indy GP.